Hi everyone, it's Jack and Phil from Wargamer Online. Today we're going to be looking at the littlest big news that Horus Heresy has to offer for us recently, and that's Adeptus Titanicus.
Ooh! Okay, so taking a quick look at the back of the box.
Yep. We've
got the rulebook, 6 Titan command terminals, one set of templates, Questoris Knight command terminals, 20 dice, range ruler, 12-inch ruler, reference sheets, Titan weapon cards, okay, 24 mission and stratagem cards, and a set of battlefield assets. And that looks like to be some kind of missile pods, great big missile, who knows, some kind of communications and a macro cannon or something like that. So that'll be interesting, no doubt, coming to play in the game. Right, let's get the lid off this. Oh, nice and weighty. Okay. First things first, the rulebook. This is good news, right at the top.
Back rulebook.
So definitely a heresy book. Without a doubt. All heresy books are hardbacks. Something they've made a point of saying in various open days that they'll kind of keep with that format. Straight away we're into some incredible artwork. So this is a whole bunch of, they're Warlord Titans.
Just standing about.
That's incredible. It's just, how big is that room? You know what? That might even be the interior of a ship for all you know, isn't it? That's what's incredible about all of this. Okay, right. Age of Darkness. In the age of knowledge is dead. A cold and corrupted memory. Death of innocence has come. So, yeah, it's a bad time to start getting some god engines into the game system. So this is Titanic Battles in the Age of Darkness. So it's a standalone wargame set in the universe of Warhammer 40k, but as I said, it's touted as a heresy series.
Game,
and we can see that as indicated in the open days we've asked questions. As an Eldar player, of course I've said, am I going to see my Eldar Titans? And right now the answer is, never say never, but it's not what it's about.
It's about loyalists and traitor legions at the minute, isn't it?
Very much indicated by the cover artwork we saw on the box as well. Quick look at the contents then. We've got the rules, basic rules, advanced rules, optional rules, assembling a battle group, fighting a battle, stratagems, open play, narrative play, match play. So the 3 formats again. And the Legions of Adeptus Titanicus. As we're used to with Forge World books, really, these beautiful blueprint illustrations, sort of detailed data slates. That come from the Administratum, signed off by some servitor somewhere, or some AdMech dude, who knows. Archmagos. Oh wow, that's incredible artwork. Should we take a look at that? Okay, wow. Just check that artwork out. We've got these huge
shields.
You know, you don't realise they're like a blister bubble, aren't they? They're just, wow. And there's obviously an impact hitting just in this corner here that's smashing into the top of that void shield and making it ripple and become visible as it dissipates the energy. And here we see, well, that's good news. There's a little warhound.
Flaring off on the warhounds.
And another little warhound in the back there. It'd be great to see some Imperial Guardsmen just like legging it. Like, that's amazing, beautiful artwork. That's fantastic. And we're only on page 10. As I've said, we're not going to go through the whole thing. We are just going to have a flip through at this. It's just an unboxing. So we've got selected notable engines of the Age of Darkness, which is essentially timeline stuff. That looks like we've got the betrayal of Calf in there, the Battle of Molech. So, this is interesting. We're into the rules section. We can see colour version of that artwork. Brilliant. Great to see that. It's amazing. I hope they release that as a poster. And what have we got here? Some information.
Setup.
So we've got number 1, the battlefield. Number 2, terrain. So here we're seeing some of this amazing terrain that's going to be available for the game. Models, dice, command terminals. So here are the command terminals set up in use by the players. We can see that obviously this is where the weapon cards come into play and stratagems. And here are some. Okay, so we've got some kind of more involved than I was expecting. Actually, some little objective marker, some arc definers or something like that.
Yeah.
Arc templates. There you go. Range ruler. Battlefield assets are highlighted on number 11. Anybody see a battlefield asset anywhere?
A little macro cannon.
There you go, a little macro cannon on the table there. Weapons cards, reference sheets, missions and stratagems, and the good old optional pen and paper. Not illustrated actually, by the way, but we could have got a Games Workshop pen and paper in there, I'm sure. Here we see a battle in progress. Oh, this is nice. So what we see here is that we've got a nice little example going off down here. Let's just sort of zoom in on that. So the Knight Banner Zolon Kuthos and the House of Malanax darts forward to attack the Legio Graphonicus Reaver, moving close enough to bypass its void shields and preparing to target its weaker rear armor. So you can get on the inside of a void shield?
If you get close enough for like close combat, I'm assuming you'll be able to sneak into a void shield.
That is cool. These battlefields look amazing. Yeah. We're probably going to see, I'm pretty certain because I think we've already seen these at open days, these will be Forge World tiles that you can get, and obviously then plastic terrain to go on it. Terrain looks amazing. Gives a real sense of the scale of these models as well. Oh, there's some status markers, look, are used on each Titan's command terminal to track the number of elements, such as void shield strength and damage suffered in each location. Plastic Sprue features 2 designs of status markers that can be used interchangeably. That's nice. Oh, and here we see actually at the top of the page, if I just pull that down there for everyone to see, you can see where the status markers have been used, and as we mentioned, they did look like little pegboards, so obviously moving it along as you go. Great stuff. There's a getting started section. We can see arcs in play. Great, good to see that, and that's obviously where these arc templates come into play. Just have a flick through some of the sections. Lots of examples of how arcs and movement work. Turning and moving, brilliant. Orders. So let's just have a quick look at some examples of that. Emergency repairs, first fire, so obviously that's some kind of initiative cheater. Split fire, full stride, shut down, knowing full well that this will leave them open to attack. The Princeps gives the order to shut down the plasma reactor in a last ditch attempt to prevent a critical overheat.
Okay.
So even though it leaves you prone to attack, it's better that than blowing up.
Yeah.
And here we can see some scenarios for play. Battlefield, stratagem, and mission rules. There's a few of those as well, that's great. And of course, amazing artwork at the back there. Right, well, I think that will do as a quick flip through the book. One last thing to point out, it's, how is this, 100 pages? 100 pages, so this is 100 pages.
Yeah, more or less.
Not the biggest book that Forge World have released, but I'm happy with that. I don't want to see a 300 page book for a specialist game. So yeah, let's get into the box set. Well, there's the rangefinder. I'm not going to say any more than that. It looks to be approximately a foot long.
More or less.
Here we have the cheat sheets, one for each player, covering all the terms. Sounds good. Double-sided as well. Let's have a look at this. Awakening the Machine Spirit table. Catastrophic damage table. Okay, this is interesting. Here we see a sneak preview of some of the stuff to come. We see box sets of Imperial Knights. Looks like you get 3 in the box there. The Warlord Battle Titan. I've got to get that open any minute now. And Civitas.
Imperialis. So that's going to be the Titanicus terrain.
Really looks great terrain, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of solid terrain. Lola's not happy about something. She's grumbling away in the back of this video, so apologies if you can hear Lola having a complaint. And there's a little poster as well. That looks great. Great artwork. So I'm doing these.
Yep, I'm doing them.
That's it. Job done.
There we go.
What I might do is I might take the Warlord Battle Titan box as well and do a little airbrush tutorial on them and paint a Warlord up. See if I can paint a Warlord in a day.
A one-day Warlord rush.
Right, okay, what have we got here?
I wouldn't put it past you. You have done a Manta in a day as well. So.
This is a little bit more involved than I was expecting. So the arc templates, very nice, wonderfully detailed. What do you think this is about, Jay?
Well, off the top of my head, I'm assuming it's going to be 3 different base sizes for the 3 different Titans. So
hence the
bigger, because the way, from what I've seen in the rulebook, the template fits onto your Titan's base.
Right.
For you to have your arcs and your sides. So I'm guessing that's going to be for the Warlord, that's for the Reaver, and that's for the Warhound.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Maybe we can see the little parts here. I'll tell you what, we'll zoom in on the sprue so everybody can see some of this in more detail. That gives you some indication of what we're talking about with the arc. The turn counter maybe, 1 to 5, looking that way. Here's the strategic assets with different, so it's the same base, but as you can see, an array of missiles there, some kind of generator maybe. That's definitely a large missile hatch.
Yep.
We know there's a macro cannon somewhere along here as well, so just moving to that side of it, we can see a little dome that goes on top.
Yep.
There's a Warlord's head.
I don't think that's for that, though.
Don't think that's for that. Here we can see the little trackers that were mentioned in the overview of the rulebook.
Yeah.
Okay. They do indeed have little pegs on the back, which we'll come to later. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Wow.
We've missed you.
We've missed you, or have we missed you? I don't know. I can't make my mind up whether I want templates back or not.
I remember shooting 3 wyverns, doing about 12 small blasts, and that taking about half an hour a turn. So maybe I didn't miss you on that sense, but
Okay, we've got a set of wonderful looking dice. I should mention these actually came in a bag, but to save time we have unbagged these, otherwise we're peeling foil off. So all we did was rip them off the bag, put them back in the tray. And I do like, by the way, the fact that you can't necessarily see this on the close-up, but this box has been designed to carry these into the future, which I think is quite nice. You've got a bit for the dice tray, a bit for your cards here. Let's have a quick look at some of these dice. Let's pull them out. Symbols on the 6. It's always the first question we get. There's some D10s in there, interestingly enough. Head, leg, body, leg. What have we got in there? Special, weapon. So that's got to be a damage allocation thing, yeah?
Yeah, when you hit it.
Looks like some kind of tracker. Whether you've moved,
orders,
whether you've orders, is it maybe? Of course,
the
orders. Right, okay. And I think that's probably it. Is that most of the orders?
No, there's our favourite dice. The scatter dice.
The good old scatter. And you know, the classic.
Not have a scatter.
I mean, in far as standard D6s are concerned, we've got a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably 8 or 10 standard D6. So this is not a dice intensive game by the looks of things. Great. Beautiful dice, by the way. Very good. They remind me of the WGO dice. There's a lot of weight to them. Nice quality. That's what you want. Right, next thing. We have the weapon cards.
Yep.
So we'll not get into this too much because I think we can actually see a hint of where they come into play, and we'll zoom in and see this. But as you can see, you've got turbo laser. These are double-sided as well, so you can see that.
Okay, so your weapon
marking the
disabled.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's have a closer look at the command terminals.
Yeah.
Right. First up, we have the Questoris support banner. So this is obviously the little knights.
Little support knights. Yeah.
And as you can see, we've got structure points with a pegboard, so that's obviously where you keep track of damage. We can see some of the stats in here. I mean, this is just a data slate, but it's active during the game because you can track damage against the figure. I'm pretty certain they only move 10" in 40k, so these guys are super fast.
Super.
And as you can see, we've got the stats for the weapons as well. The Avenger Gatling Cannon, the Thermal Cannon, the Rapid Fire, Battle Cannon,
Storm Spear, Rocket Pod.
Yeah, okay, so this is Questoris, of course, and on the rear of the card I think we get an idea of the points values required and what you can actually arm the Questoris with. So it's three a Questoris support banner consists of 3 knights, 1 Lord Scion and 2 Scion Marshals. If you wish, you can add up to 3 more Scion Marshals at the cost of 35 points each.
Okay, so 3 to 6 knights.
Yeah. Any knight can be fitted with either or both of the following. So there we are, that's giving you the weaponry, and any knight is armed with 2 weapons chosen from the following as well. Right, let's get into let's go up in size as we go. Let's start with a Warhound then.
Okay.
I'm not going to go through all of the detail on each one of these, so it's a quick unboxing, so it's more a question of how it works. As you can see, you can record your plasma reactor status, the void shield status, and this is where we introduce where those weapon arms come into play. So I can stick a las blaster on. Oh, that's a reaver arm, so I couldn't actually do that. So no doubt in here we have things that are Warhound. So there you go, there's a Warhound arm, an Inferno gun.
Yep.
Which tells you the arc, the range, the strength, etc. How many points they cost, 20 points for that. And of course, if at any point that weapon becomes disabled.
Yeah.
Great way of tracking it. All the way along, you've got these middle sections here as well, which is talking about damage to the head, the body and the legs.
Yeah.
Along with things like the Moderati getting wounded and the Princeps. Okay, that's interesting.
Different kind of damage they can take.
Quick look at the Reaver Triton, pretty much the same format, of course. The scale is different, so we've definitely got something that says scale of the model is relevant. You'll note as well that the Reaver Titan can take a left arm, a carapace weapon, and the right arm as well, so allowing you to arm this thing up to the teeth. So last, but by no means least, the Warlord Titan. Same format, as you can see, you've got a way of recording the damage.
Yeah, it looks like you can take more damage as well, you know, as expected with Warlords.
Of course.
More
of course.
pegs.
Plenty of peg holes. And again, right arm, left arm and carapace. Interesting way. I like how they've developed this. This is going to be quite nice for us keeping a track of each one of your models. And you can see this is going to be resource management. It's going to be supporting your shields, cooling your weapons down, those kind of things. That's what I really like about this.
Your reactor doesn't go nuclear.
Finally, we have mission objectives and stratagems. So this is a deck of cards. Let's just have a quick look at the mission objective. Hold the line. We're not going to go through the whole sections, but as you can see, you've got a way of scoring victory points and a secondary objective attached to that.
Just a quick reminder so you don't have to flip through the book to find what mission you're doing.
But then some interesting stratagems in tricks and tactics. Play this stratagem at the start of any phase. Pick an enemy unit which does not currently have a shutdown order. Remove its current order, if any. Okay. Then roll an order dice. The unit immediately takes the order shown. It cannot, if it cannot be issued that, if it cannot be issued that order, re-roll the dice.
That'll be quite good. Because you could sabotage it to shut it down.
Nice, I like that. And then let's take one last look. A scores to settle. This stratagem can only be selected during match play. Play this at the end of a battle, score 1 victory point for each enemy unit that has been destroyed.
Ah, okay.
It's only 1 point
Gives
as well.
you new objectives.
Nice. Okay, so with those cards, that gets us to the end of the box. We haven't been given a price point for this, so I can't really comment on value. Saying that quality, as ever, is fantastic. Cards aren't overly flimsy or anything like that. They're well coated. You want these things to last. That's important. So they feel, you know, strong enough to last. The cards thick. So again, you get a sense that as long as you look after them, they're going to last. As we've mentioned, the box.
The box is great.
Enables you to support it and look after all of these assets once you've actually taken them out of their packaging. So yeah, overall impressed. This is just the rule set, so it gives you that. It gives you a small box to carry around. Put all of your models in a carry case, and you're good to go, basically.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to hang around for us having a look at the Warlord Battle Titan model, then do so. If not, if you want more information of what goes off on the inside of the rulebook, we're doing a closer look video. Just as a reminder, check on the links below. Okay, so that gets us to the end of the rule set.
Yeah.
If you are interested in looking at the unboxing for the Warlord Battle Titan, check on the links below. If you want a closer look at the contents of this, we're going to spend some time reading through the rulebook. We'll do a review of the rulebook in the closer look.
Yeah.
Again, I'll put a link below, and I think finally what I'm going to try and do over the next couple of weeks before this stuff goes live to the public is I'm also going to build the Battle Titan. So hopefully if I've got that done, there'll be a closer look at the model below as well, where we'll go through building it and even painting it. So check the links below. Thank you very much for joining us for this so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to support Wargamer Online, pop along to wargameronline.com, sign up for a premium subscription. It's only $2.99 a month, and it enables us to do more and more of this. So thank you very much for joining in. Thank you, Jack, for helping out with the unboxing.
That's alright. Thank you for letting me have a look at it.
See you again soon.